Good morning, everybody. Another episode of the Keep Going podcast, Athletes Shining a Light on Mental Health. I got David Mitchell somewhere in Europe. What's up, Dave?
How are you doing, T? Yep, still out here in Ireland for a couple more days, enjoying some time out here. How you doing?
Everything is good, man. You're just living a life that in your 20s, man, you should be proud of, man. So I hope you're enjoying your time. I got Kyler Hickman in the building. Kyler, where are you coming out of, man?
I'm in Springfield, Ohio right now.
Yeah, man. Playing summer ball. How are the boys doing?
Not too bad, not too bad. Still getting into the groove, still getting new guys in our team, but yeah, we're hanging in there.
No, I love it, man. How many games are you in right now?
Five.
Okay, so we're just getting started, man. Long summer ahead. Appreciate you taking time out of your Sunday to jump on. I guess whenever I have a former college baseball player like Dave and myself, and we have a current one like yourself, I got to pick your brain, man. What's going on? Current state of college baseball? How's your mental health right now in the game?
It's definitely a roller coaster, like as of now, but and I feel like that's for most guys. It's just like hit and miss. I mean, especially here, I've had conversations with guys, but the game can beat you up. I think everybody on this call knows that. So it's just how you deal with it.
No, I completely agree. And obviously with myself and Dave both being former players and working in the game still and doing a lot with baseball, we do understand that. But I guess from a mental health standpoint, how have you coped with it so far as a college athlete? And what would you recommend other athletes do when they're having those struggles?
Definitely. I've had like a roller coaster personally, just coming a far away from home and having my struggles and then having like success. So one way that I have learned to deal with it is finding things that I can control and finding things that I can't control. And then finding one thing outside of my sport that like makes me happy and can be a constant.
Yeah, man. Talk about that. Like, what is that one thing right now for you?
Fly fishing, actually.
Yeah, talk to me about it, man. That's hilarious. The Cali boy fly fishing is comedy to me. Go ahead.
Yeah. I don't know. Like I see baseball as like something that you can do everything perfect and still not have success. And I kind of see the same thing in like fly fishing because like it takes so long to get it right and you can still fail. So it's like the same kind of like game to me, but like it's easier to not get mad at a fish rather than yourself trying like if you can't hit good that day.
Yeah, Dave, doing this for 100 plus episodes. That's a new one, man. Go ahead, Dave.
Fly fishing for sure. I think that's good to slow things down a little bit, right? It's that patience part. It might take a little while to have some success, but it happens. How do you trust your preparation in that process, knowing that it will work out eventually, but there's a lot of ups and downs between that?
Yeah, so talking about like baseball or fly fishing or both.
Yeah, just in general. Yeah.
I think like fishing for sure has helped me see, like helped me in baseball too, where it's like you do everything you can to prepare, and then when you get to the field, like it's time to go. The way I look at it, it's like preparing a meal for somebody. It's like as soon as they come, you're not gonna like hurry up and try to whip something up. Like you're gonna work on it all day, and then once you guys sit down to eat, it's only time to eat. So that's how I kind of deal with it.
Yeah, I love that analogy. I've never heard it said like that, but it makes sense. Like if you stay ready, you don't have to get ready kind of deal, which I really appreciate the analogy. I do want to dig into this a little bit deeper though, Kai. Like obviously I know you through NCSA, Dave. Like Kyler was one of my NCSA athletes years ago, goes on and commits to a Division III out of high school after going from Cali to Wisconsin. Kyler, talk about baseball in early days, Kyler Hickman. How'd you get the ball in your hand, man?
It was definitely different because I was a three-sport athlete in high school. I think, as you know, Pat, and
Yep.
I caught at the time in high school, and I wasn't a very good catcher. And then I don't know, baseball has kind of been around for a while since I was like 3 years old. I mean, always being around the game, starting in t-ball. So I don't know.
Yeah, man. It's one of those things where I've heard the analogy too. It's like eating a bag of potato chips, man. You can't just have one. Like the game just
Yeah.
stays in your life. And I think for you, coming to the facility, meeting you in person this past year, it's like the way that you do things is not like other players. I mean, you're sitting there and you have a notebook of at bats from years and years of preparation for this game. Talk about that. I think that's a good resource to share, that notebook that you share with our guys. Go ahead.
Yeah, so I started a notebook, I think, when my senior year in high school, when me and you were really working together, just learning things about myself. So every single problem that I've had, every single like struggle I've had went into the notebook, whether it's like life or especially baseball. And my freshman year of college, when I was hitting pretty good, I noted everything. So everything from the very first fall practice until I still do it now, but like every bat. So fall, winter, every hitting session, just like little details here and there. So I could just flip back and go through it.
Yeah. Do you feel like that's been super helpful to go back when, okay, this is what I was doing when things are going well, or, oh, this has kind of tripped me up before? Do you feel like, making sure history doesn't repeat itself, but also celebrating the wins? Do you feel like that's helped you as well in the game?
Oh, absolutely. Um, like for example, when I pop out a lot, it means I'm not wide enough. And it took me a very long time to learn that, but it's like constantly going back and just looking at things, making sure like you have the solutions is what it feels like rather than trying to ask somebody else for help.
Yeah, man. Getting answers instead of additional questions. Go ahead, Dave.
Yeah, I want to go back to the transition from high school to college for you. What advice would you give for someone that is going through that transitional phase that has played multiple sports in high school and then decides to go into one sport into college? How's that transition been for you?
A transition was definitely different. Coming from California to Wisconsin, that was like a huge change of scenery, not just like the sports thing. So I had tons of time on my hands. But something that I tell to somebody that's going through that transition is just to enjoy it, right? Like we're getting into one sport that we really, really like. So just really indulge yourself and just love that climate because you only get 4 years of it and more if you're lucky, but really enjoy it.
Yeah, man. Buying into it, man. I think it can be tough. We have a lot of athletes, Dave, as you might imagine, that maybe get a opportunity to play Division III ball in Wisconsin. They go, not good enough. It's not me. You are what you make it. And I think Kyler has come in here and he's made it an opportunity where he could pick up accolades, pick up awards, pick up opportunities to play elite summer ball. Talk to guys like myself and you on a podcast on a Sunday morning. Kyler's done that. So I think it's inspiring for other young athletes going, dang, it's kind of refreshing to hear him come on and say, dang, there's been some ups and downs in this. But I kind of want to dig a little bit deeper. Talk about your keep going moment, man. Like, what was a moment that should have knocked you down, maybe would have kicked you out of the game, maybe would have broke down the normal man? What'd you keep going moment?
Definitely. So after my freshman year, I had a really good year. I hit like 380 and coming off a newcomer of the year, second team all region, like I had a great year. And then I ended up hitting 260 my sophomore year. So it was really rough. And like I remember walking to the dugout one game, I was 0 for 21 at the time. And we just started the season. My coach looks at me, he's like, "You good?" And I was like, "No, I feel like somebody strapped me to the corner and let Mike Tyson just go at me. Like I'm struggling right now. Like I don't even want to put on baseball cleats. I got three different coaches telling me different things. I have a pitching coach telling me how to hit. Like this isn't good." And he like sat me down and he's like, "Well, what are things we can control?" And I was like, "All right, well, I can control how I walk up to the plate. I can control what pitch I swing at, and I can control like my body language about it." So right there, that was like really my keep going moment. We were at Beloit and Beloit College, I think it is. Yeah.
Yep, you got it.
Yeah. And that's it was we were sitting down on the ground and we were just talking about it. And that's my keep going moment, just to get through that little struggle. And I mean I had more throughout the year, but that's one that definitely stands out to me.
Yeah. Do you think you needed to go through that to get to your career, like kind of get to the point of this career where you're at now? Like, was that a pivotal moment where, okay, I went through it, it sucked, but like it benefited you in the long run?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Because you learn so much. And then one of the other things he told me was like, this isn't just for you, it's for people who come after you. Because like everybody's going to struggle in this game because it's hard. So you need to share that with somebody else. And so like that's just your journey. So
Beautiful, man. Go ahead, Dave.
Yeah, I love it. It's how you handle the struggle in that moment. It's hard to see in the moment when you are going through that hard time, but when you like look back and ground yourself a little bit and like, okay, I will get through this. Take a moment or two like you did. Sit down with your coach, talk through it, see what you can do. You can't change the past. And keep moving forward.
No, I agree. And I love the controllable piece, man. Like a lot of kids are looking for that next mechanical change or they're looking for that quick fix. It's like, no, like sometimes it's as simple as stepping back in that box and going, I'm better than the guy across from me. I think that's a beautiful thing. And for a lot of young hitters, baseball and softball that will listen today, I think that was a beautiful piece. Kyler, what I want to do, man, is I want to rapid fire some questions at you. If you've ever listened to the podcast, I don't start. So I'm going to go to Dave first. Fire away, my man.
Yeah, we talk a lot about on the show about a routine. Is there anything that you do daily that helps you with your mental health?
yeah, I make sure I have a clean space. So I have like a list of things I care about, and I make sure that everything on that list is set. So like a clean bed, a clean space, hygiene, and like it's like a list of 8 things. So it's just those 8 things that I make sure I do every single day that like set me up for success that day. Because no matter what, I feel like the made bed is like the best thing because you get back no matter how bad your day was, and your bed's made. So.
Love it.
Yep, I like that, man.
Setting the new standard, making it organized. I like it.
Yeah, man, eliminating clutter. I think clutter mentally and clutter physically, man, is so big for my mental. I agree with you. All right, obviously 3 ball players in the pod today. Give me a guy that you watch and why.
Uh, Adley Rutschman.
Okay, tell me why.
His first big league appearance, somebody told him to take in the moment, and his little like turnaround home plate, it really like humanized him for me, and it kind of just created that like I don't know, like a bond. Like he's been that kid that had the dream, you know, so kind of made me feel like a connection there.
Yeah,
So
Ellie Rushman, big lefty. I like that. Go ahead, Dave.
Yeah. Um, at the end of the day, who do you really want to be remembered for?
ooh, it's a hard one. um, I just want to be remembered as a hard worker that um like a good teammate mostly because like that's all you can be remembered as, but somebody that was there to put in the work, somebody that always had his teammates back, and somebody that wasn't scared of anything, like would walk in any situation and just be ready to get down. So
Yeah,
Yeah,
love it for yourself.
no
yep.
fear, baby. No fear. Talk about this. As you might imagine, Kyler, we have a lot of athletes and coaches that listen, a lot of parents that listen that are probably sitting here on a Sunday morning or Sunday afternoon, whenever this comes out, and going, my kid is 0 for 16 the last 4 days, and I don't know what to say to him. Talk about, or talk to, I should say, athletes that are struggling right now. What would you tell them to get back to where they should be?
um, don't change a thing. Like that's one thing I would say. Because like too many times we try to find a problem, and most of the time there's no problem. Like you're just going through a slump, and that's okay. Because there's life slumps and there's baseball slumps, and sometimes you just gotta like double down and get through it. So just continue being you, control what you can control, and just go get after it.
Love that. Go ahead, Dave. We'll swing it around one more time.
Yeah. Um, is there anything else that we missed that you may want to say on this platform about mental health that might help someone out there that is going through a hard time?
Um, I don't know. One of the like I think I already mentioned this, but like the enjoy it part. Because one of my big things, like especially coming from California and coming to Wisconsin, I was freezing cold, and like it was rough. My first semester at college, I was still catching at the time, and I could hardly walk because I have double hip impingement. So I was like walking around, and it looked rough. And like, fast forward to the second semester, they told me I couldn't catch anymore because my hips. and we had like 5 a.m. practice. So we were walking down. I was walking down with one of my buddies, and I was complaining about how cold I was. And he turned around and he let me have it. He was like, "We're all cold. Shut up. I don't care." And just started ripping into me. And then just walked down the hill because we had like a half-mile walk to practice, and he just didn't care. So, I mean, just getting through like the part where it's like life's hard for everybody, and this game's hard. Like some people make it look really easy, but it's not. Like everybody's gonna struggle at one point. So it's just enjoying that suck is what I like to say. Cause like it's going to get tough. But if you learn to enjoy the hard parts, it's gonna make the like high points way better. So just enjoying everything.
Love it.
Beautiful. Beautiful. I got one more. And this goes out to all my families that are in my facility now. Obviously, Kyler, as you know, I spend a lot of time at Athletes HQ. I spend a lot of time with hitters and infielders and talking recruiting, so on and so forth. And I know what guys are going to play in college. I do. It's not hard. Kyler, you were in our facility. You probably could point out some guys that, okay, like this makes sense. And you point out some guys that won't. We have those conversations.
Yeah.
If you had to tell a kid one thing to get to that next level, what should a kid be doing? Like, what should their motto be? What should the focus be? Advice for college prospects and how to get to where you're at.
Okay. Believe in yourself. Find your couple of people that you trust and just work. Don't listen to anybody else. Find your people and stay there. That's my main thing. Like, if you find a group of people that believe in you, just go with them, right? Because getting to college, I think it's what 7%, Pat.
It's getting smaller. High school guys is under 5 now. It was 7 when you came out.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it's a very small number, but if you believe in yourself, I mean, that could take you anywhere. I believe the mind is the most powerful thing on the planet. And if you believe in yourself, you can go anywhere.
Kyler Hickman, man, I not only enjoyed today, but I just enjoy who you are. Watching you kind of grow as a player, meeting you in person, having you talk to my athletes, it's refreshing. Not a lot of guys have this figured out in their low 20s, and I wish I would have because I had my share of 1 for 20s and 2 for 40s when that ball is looking like a ping pong ball. So I could definitely compare. I don't know. Dave, I just sit here, at 30 now with perspective. I didn't have this 7, 8 years ago. Wrap us up, Dave.
No, thank you for coming on here today. I know you impacted me in a positive way. You've impacted so many people on the show, more than you know. And it speaks a lot about who you are and what you were going to do. Thank you for coming on here today. Always keep going.
Yes, sir, baby. Yes, sir. Kyler, I appreciate you, man. We'll definitely be in touch as the summer goes on. Once again, I appreciate you being a teammate, a mentor, a friend of mine, and just like Dave said, man, above all else, keep going. I appreciate your time today, man.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Yes, sir, guys. Have a good rest of your Sunday.